Welcome to It's Happening in Grand Prairie. I'm Georgia Clemson, and I have a fantastic guest for you today. We have Mr. Marty Weeder, who is the boss at Economic Development in Grand Prairie, Texas. Welcome.
Hey, Councilmember, how are you, Georgia?
I'm fantastic.
Good.
I'm excited to have you here because
thank you.
You have one of the most important and exciting topics that we can talk about in Grand Prairie.
Well, there's a lot of great topips and important ones, but I'm definitely a believer in economic development. You know that.
Oh,
and quality
yes.
development. That's the best part.
Absolutely, and it's really a great time in Grand Prairie for economic development, isn't it?
It really is. It really is. I have quoted, and I think we showed you, we have a great ad that just appeared in Texas Real Estate Business that points out it's our time, as I've quoted you and the mayor and others of the council members about, that it truly is. It's all the work that you and previous councils have done to put in place infrastructure is bearing fruit.
Yes.
And especially, it's happening throughout the city, but especially on the 161 President George Bush corridor. And we're seeing with all the infrastructure work take place there. Things are lining up.
We've always had the fabulous location,
Yes,
but
ma'am.
now we have access with 161 and I-30 frontage roads and 20, don't we?
That's the access. I'm so glad you brought that up, because yes, that's with the ramp that's just been opened up, now the brand new one with the frontage roads. If you're going eastbound on 30 to Beltline, you can now see where properties that have been visible are finally accessible.
Yes.
And able to be seen for years, but not be able to be reached. And so that's causing some people to start taking note.
Yes, and the focus has been on 161 with
Yes.
the Epic, with IKEA. And what are some of the other things that our viewers might expect to see out there soon?
Well, there's a couple of things that are lining up on that corridor in particular. Certainly, we've had the plan submitted. The council had approved everything when it came forward months back for a new Marriott Courtyard, about 120 room hotel that'll be across the freeway from the entire Epic Central complex, which will thrill some people that are coming to Epic Waters. As we know, we're getting traffic from what we've seen from out of state, not just outside of this region. That'll give them a great place to stay close by.
Right, and some casual restaurants.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We're thrilled to see. There's already some close to there. The broker and developer representing that site has signed a Smoothie King and has signed a Jimmy John's, but he's got some others he's working with. Further down, we know as the mayor made public at the State of the City, we have some other restaurants that John Weber has already made accommodations for on his two parcels. And then, of course, we're real excited about just south of IKEA. We've got the Jason's Deli that you and I have talked about.
Love that.
For some time.
One of my favorites.
Yes, ma'am.
And Marty, I know 161, the focus has been on that.
Right.
But now that we are getting the frontage roads on I-30, that's in my district.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I'm very interested in the development around there.
Well, it is. And as you're aware, some of that is our properties that are opened up because of the frontage roads being constructed. So we've recently had OmniPlan complete a nice design for us that quantifies and lays out what could happen there. We've got another consultant that's coming on to look at kind of a merchandising plan and what the market will bear to help further quantify that plan. But that's going to help some properties that eventually too that the city owns to the north near the entertainment district, and so that's why it's really important we at least talk about things to come in and around that.
Yes. And while we're talking about that as well,
Yes.
I know there's something that on the horizon that will affect economic development, and
Yes.
that is that charter election. Tell us about that.
I will. I'll be glad to. We, as information for everybody listening, there's an item that's going to be on the election agenda coming up for May, the first Saturday in May, and included with it is an amendment to our city charter. We presently, within the charter, for city-owned properties or properties that the city leases, let's say for a long-term basis, and we want to work with a developer, we're presently limited in our sublease or our leases to them to 30 years. What we've run into in numerous occasions in conversations with these developers is that either for their subtenants they're dealing with, or for their financial institutions, their banks and their lenders. They're needing a longer window than just 30 years to be able to finance it and make it worth the investment and to achieve the quality, the level of finish out that we want to see. And we're working to try to make it as accommodating as we can for those developers to do great projects in Grand Prairie.
So it's up to the voters
Yes,
to
it is.
decide.
That's correct.
So
That's
if
correct.
they vote to support that, they're voting to promote the economic development or to support that in a way.
It at least it gives you and the council some ability to be able to do some longer leases on city-owned property or city-leased property. As an example, a good one, and there's been discussions over the years of how it could be developed, but we have a long lease with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers for the Estes Peninsula. And of the people we've talked with, there's some limitation for development for being limited to a 30-year
Yes.
type lease structure. So that's the only reason we wanted to bring that forward for consideration. Yes.
And when is the date for that election,
That
Marty?
is Saturday, May the 4th.
The 5th.
The 5th, sorry, May the 5th.
That's good.
May the 5th.
May the 5th, and that'll be along with the other city election
correct.
as well.
City and school district elections
Yes,
that same day.
yes.
Municipal elections.
Well, is there anything else on that topic that you need to tell us or
No.
that would educate our voters?
We just wanted to make sure and be very open about this. There's that certainly there's an opportunity, and we'll be glad to respond to any questions anybody's got related to it. But this at least will, from what we can tell, there's we did kind of check out surrounding cities, and no one else has a limitation of this type. So this is something that could help us at least be able to continue to compete and bring in the quality types of the development that we would like to see.
Yes,
in
and the
Grand
competition is great out there, isn't it?
Prairie. It is. It's pretty steep.
It is, but we have so much to offer.
We do, and this region is growing in a good way. I just saw a story today that we have 400 people a day coming into North Texas. We're doing our best to make sure that they're aware of Epic Waters, of IKEA, and everything that's happening there on I-20, on I-30, and to continue to improve the quality and types of development we bring in, which provides benefit to our tax rate and benefits our taxpayers as a result.
And Marty, even though you are the boss and the head of the department, you have a great staff over there, don't you?
Oh, I'm biased. We have within our shop Terry Jones, who's been with us a while, who works entirely focused on industrial warehouse distribution, manufacturing, has had some great successes. Rita Heap, who has concentrated on our downtown. She has training in architecture and is really skilled at interior design, and has been working just recently the improvements to the RJC.
Yes, beautiful.
Is due to the work that she did in concert with some other folks in designing that. We have Letitia McNatt, who's our coordinator, who has been very much involved in the redevelopment task forces, and we're very pleased. And then, of course, we have Terry Tate, who is kind of working with us as our business analyst. He's in the IT department, so he's not officially in our department, but he is working with us day in and day out. So we have a great team.
You do, and you're doing great things for
you're
the
kind.
city of Grand Prairie.
Glad to be a part of it.
Oh, we
Very grateful.
appreciate you so much and for bringing us such good news and reminding the voters that on May 5th they have an opportunity to make a choice.
That's correct.
Thank you, Marty,
ma'am.
for being here.
Thank you, Georgia. It's always a pleasure.
And we'll be right back.
Live out grand in Grand Prairie. We can build a family together, play in harmony. It doesn't matter who you are. Here you are, a shining star, making future plans. Live out grand. Here we live like Grand Prairie.
Welcome back, and welcome to our next guest, Michelle Madden, President Madam President of the Grand Prairie Chamber of Commerce. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
And I'm so excited you joined us on, not just for the show on this special day, but it's your birthday.
It is.
So happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much.
I would sing, but I think Dawn would rather I would just say happy birthday.
I appreciate it.
And we want to know all about the Chamber. I know we like to start by giving credit to your special sustaining members.
That's correct. That's correct. And I do want to thank our sustaining members for 2018. Our sustaining members are those members that are paying $200 or $2,500 or more over their regular dues to help sustain the business of the Chamber and the programs that we have. And if you're looking for services or goods locally, we ask that you look to these sustaining members and all our members with the Chamber.
Yes, we want to do business in Grand Prairie with people who love Grand Prairie and are in business.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's exciting. And I know that you have a lot of things going on in this coming month.
We do, and I'll go through those. For the month of April, we have a lot of events. We have some major events that people are typically familiar with that get a lot of advertisement, but we have some other smaller events that are growing. And those things are like Wednesday, April 4th, we have our SCORE workshop, and that's in Spanish, and that's at the Chamber from 10 to 1. And then on Friday, April the 6th, the Big Connect, that's a multi-chamber event that we're hosting with Mansfield Chamber of Commerce at the Mansfield Center for Performing Arts. So that should be exciting too. Saturday, April 7th, we have an event called Mi Casa es Su Casa, and it's a networking event in Spanish, also at the Chamber. Friday the 13th, Business Exchange Breakfast at the Chamber, and that's at 7:45 in the morning. So if you are up for it, it's a great time. Wednesday, April the 18th, we have our big CTE Scholarship Luncheon, and that's going to be at the Ruthie Jackson Center, and that's going to be exciting. That's where all of the kids who get scholarships are going to be awarded. They'll have their guardians with them, and we can watch them receive funds going towards their college education.
And Michelle, for those who don't know what CTE means, is that
it's Career Technical Education. And that's offered through the Grand Prairie ISD. We have so many pathways. I can even begin to list them all,
yes.
but these are specialty items that the kids are following pathways at schooling, and they're going to be rewarded with these scholarships.
And it's a really good partnership with the Chamber.
Absolutely, yes. We are hand in hand with the school district in working to help them promote their pathways and rewarding the kids with those scholarships as well.
Yes, and about how many scholarships do they give out?
I think 45 or more.
Wow. And it's very meaningful to most of the kids and the families, isn't
Oh,
it?
absolutely, absolutely. And that luncheon is a great event to, if you are not familiar with or have a friend or child in the program, to come out to that luncheon and see how meaningful it is. And it's a payback for your support for those programs too, through the Chamber and the school district.
And you don't have to be a member of the Chamber to attend, correct?
Absolutely. You are welcome to come as a citizen of Grand Prairie or anywhere, actually.
And how would I get a ticket if I wanted to come?
If you would like to come, you can give us a call at the Chamber, 972-264-1558, or you can email Nicole. She's director of our events at nicole@grandprairiechamber.org.
That's good.
And we have just a couple other things. We have a multicultural business professional lunch at the Chamber, and on April 24th, and then our branding iron breakfast on the 26th, and then finally a business after hours, and that'll be also a ribbon cutting at Children First.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, that's
so
a
we have
good
some
thing.
exciting things, tons of opportunities for people to get involved, even if you're not part of the Chamber, and we'd love for you to be a part though, too.
Yes, and you offer something for everybody. You said the multicultural.
We do.
You've gotten your CTE. You just cover so many important areas. When you mentioned multicultural, something came to mind, a good event that happened within your staff with Maria.
That's right.
Tell us about that.
Okay, yeah, we were so excited. Maria Santi, she is from Mexico originally. She's been with us for quite some time, but after, I believe it was a 7-year journey, she was able to be sworn in as a U.S. citizen just yesterday. So we are so proud of her, and she loves this country, and it was quite an accomplishment. And I got to go to that ceremony, and it was profound. It was great.
Oh, I'm so glad you shared that with us, and congratulations to her and to the Chamber as being able to experience that with Maria.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure for us.
Now, is there anything else we need to know as far as contact, or I know you have a fabulous board
We do.
that is very supportive, and if somebody was interested in serving on a committee or a board, how would they do that?
Well, they can give me a call at the Chamber. We can talk about that. We have a great staff. We have, actually, there's just 4 of us. Maria Santi, she's director of our community outreach. Greg Cashman, he is our membership director. And then Nicole Wigenka, she is our director of special events. And any of us can help. And you just give us a call and let us know what your interests are. We always have a place for a helpful hand. And we'd love to get people plugged into the community too, and it's such a welcoming community. We love it.
It is wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being with us, and we hope that this month goes fabulous for the Chamber.
Thank you so much.
Excited about it. And we'll be right back.
I can't believe we broke Old Man Hennessy's window.
Correction, dude. You broke. I just threw the ball.
This is really bad. What are we gonna do? Dude, kiss your life goodbye.
Yes.
Sorry, dude.
Keep smiling, keep shining. No,
Hi.
you can.
Tell him it was an accident, and we can fix the window. I'll come with you.
Oh, that's what friends are for.
Welcome back, and welcome to our next guest, Miss Erin Hart from Parks and Recreation.
Yes,
the fun
ma'am.
place, the fun department, right?
Yes, ma'am. The fun is always had in our department.
Yes, yes. I'm so glad you're here today and to tell us about something really exciting that's coming again to Grand Prairie, to Main Street, right?
Yes, ma'am. It is that time of the year for the 7th annual Main Street Fest here in downtown Grand Prairie.
7th annual. And it just gets better every year, doesn't it, Erin?
It does. The success over the past 6 years of the event has been impressive, and I think people have really grown to appreciate the event. And so with that success, it has gotten bigger and better, and each year we just get excited to offer the new amenities and entertainers to the residents and non-residents.
So everybody needs to get this on their calendar right now,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
What date?
It is Friday, April 20th through Sunday, April 22nd, 2018.
Oh, wow. And when I come up here to Main Street Fest, what am I going to get to see and hear and do?
So just like the years past, of course, this festival is 3 days. We have multiple stages geared to all families, any entertainment, any demographic, all styles as well. So we have our main stage that features entertainment performances by the headliners that we bring in. We have our community stage that is geared to the youth of Grand Prairie. That is for the GPISD performances, our own Parks and Recreation programs, as well as a couple of our other kid-based entertainment that we have. And then our second stage is our GPAC stage, and with the help from Grand Prairie Arts Council, they provide the funding and entertainment for that stage, and they operate it, as well as interactive entertainment like karaoke and stuff like that. Outside of the music, we have over 150 vendors who come out. They come from all over the country. They can either be an arts and crafts vendors where they make their own jewelry, candles, stuff like that. Business expo vendors, most of them are our own community businesses. And then our food and beverage vendors. We'll have barbecue, funnel cakes, popcorn, nachos, anything that you can imagine we'll have. And of course the full carnival. We'll have beer sales. And then novelty entertainment. Again, the Zuzu African acrobats will be returning too.
Oh, they were very popular last year.
They
weren't
were
they?
indeed. And so we brought them back, and they're actually doing shows all 3 days this year, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Now, Erin, the entire event is free of charge, isn't it?
Yes, so the admission to the festival is free. However, the purchase of carnival rides, food and beverage, beer, business with the vendors is all payment required, and that's at the discretion of the vendor what payment they accept. But yes, it is a free public event that we encourage everyone to come out and enjoy.
And how about families? Do we bring kids? Do we bring strollers? What is it appropriate for?
Everybody is welcome. At the farmers market, that is geared to the youth 100%. So we have performances, arts and crafts, concert shows, activities and games going on for the youth and families, children of all ages at the farmers market. And that will operate a little differently. The farmers market will operate as the kids zone during the event, and that's manipulated hours so that we make sure that it's safe for the kids. So on Friday, the kids zone will operate from 5 to 9. Saturday, it'll operate from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. and then Sunday, it'll be from 12 to 6. So when it gets later, we encourage the families to be back together and not have the kids by themselves at the kids zone.
That's exciting. That is wonderful that you make it so easy to bring families and kids and they can enjoy it. Now, if I just want to come for the special concerts, who would I come see?
I would definitely encourage you to come each of the evening hours. We work with entertainers across the country. So on Friday night, we will be highlighting Wade Bowen. He'll open for him is Mickey and the Motor Cars, and that's a Texas country style band. Saturday, we will have Josh Turner. And before Josh Turner, Tejas Brothers, our own Tejas Brothers, will be returning to open for Josh himself.
Good.
And then Sunday, as we did last year, Monica will be opening for Tejas Brothers, who will be opening for La Mafia. So,
And that was very popular, well attended last year, wasn't it?
very much so. And we hope that that same crowd comes back.
Oh, yes, I bet they do. And we're praying for good weather too, right?
Beyond, you would have no idea, but yes, we are praying nonstop about the weather. So.
Now, when I come up there, or when we want to come up there, where do we park? Where do you suggest?
All parking is really any street or any city facility that you can find. Any lots that are open that are our own city property, we encourage you to park in. Off-street parking is available, but you can also refer to our website with parking instructions as well.
Parking. So that should be easy. That should be easy.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you have anybody working with you on this committee?
So this event is, the entire planning is all Parks and Recreation team, obviously, but it does take the help of all the other city departments. We work very closely with streets, police, fire, housing, courts, marketing. It is an effort. This event is hosted by us, but it's an effort for everybody. But I have close staff in our department that works year-round with me on this event. So it's a great team, and honestly, this event isn't possible without the rest of the city departments. So it's a big event for everybody.
A joint effort. And actually, Erin, this event has won some really big awards, hasn't it?
It has. Since I've been here, this will be my 4th Main Street Fest, and we've won over 31 awards, statewide awards for this event. So it's just getting bigger, and then in 2014 it was named the best festival in North Texas, runner-up. So that's a big deal, and it's just like I said, and with the blessing from City Council and the management, it just is able to grow and succeed even more each year.
Yes, and you're doing a fabulous job. I
Thank
think this
you.
is so exciting to have so many wonderful opportunities to come out and enjoy our city.
Yes, and we encourage everybody between now and the event on the 20th to visit the website at www.mainstreetfest.com, and it will give you all direct information.
Yes, and if they don't happen to have a computer and they want to call, can they call? Who do they call? Parks Department?
Yes, they can call our Parks admin offices, and that is 972-237-8100.
Well, that is so fun.
Yes.
I just love your department because you always make us have fun.
Yes, that's our big thing. We want everyone to be happy, safe, healthy, and have a good time.
Play hard and dream hard.
Yes, ma'am.
Or dream big.
Dream big. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for being here, and we want everybody to enjoy Main Street Fest.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Of course. And thank you for joining us today. I'm Georgia Clemson, reminding you that it is happening in Grand Prairie.